Okay, welcome back everyone. Great to see you. Now today what we're going to be doing is to complete our solution of SBA 2016, which is a V SBA, where we're calculating the cost of patient's fee based on the doctor they have seen and whether or not they have an insurance to cover the cost of their visit. So today we're going to be calculating the doctor's visit. And to do that, we're going to be using the Vlookup function. Now, the Vlookup function is very important when you're trying to search for something in a list. Now, we are going to be searching for the type of health center that the person has visited. And using that, we're going to find the cost for that particular doctor. And we go into the fees table, and we see here that it says if the person attended the T1 or type 1 health center, which has a code of T1, then their fees is $1,550. If it's a type 2, it's $2,500. It's a type 3, it is $3,000. So we're going to be referring to this table to find out what the cost of the fees are. So let us enter that information in the cell. We're going to use the VLOOKUP function. So we're going to say equal VLOOKUP, and we're searching for something. We're going to be searching for the health center type, and the code for that is T1 in this case. Comma, where are we going to be searching for it? We're going to be searching for it in the fees table. So we're going to click on the fees sheet, and over here is a table representing the list of different health center types and the cost that they pay if they enter that particular health center. So we're going to enter, and then what we're going to do is continue. Okay, let me see this message that it has said. It needs more arguments. We're not finished yet. And then we'll notice that the information is in column 2. So we put a column 2 there, and then we put another function, which is we want an exact match for the item that we're searching for. So we'll click exact match, and then we close the bracket and press enter, and automatically you'll see that the doctor's fee is entered in the cell. So we're going to copy this formula down, and to copy that formula down, we're going to click in the cell, and we're going to make sure that the section of the sheet that we're going to be looking at for the names of the health centers and the cost, we're going to make that absolute. When we make it absolute, the values do not change as you copy the information down. Like what would normally happen if you copy a formula down, the cell address will change. In this case, we don't want it to change, so we're going to make it fixed. So to do that, we put a $sign in front of the B and a $sign in front of the 4. And at the end of the table, we're going to have a $sign before the C and a $sign before the 6. So that makes the cell absolute. Now we're going to be copying. Okay, that was not a $sign. Let's make sure that we have a $sign there. So $sign, there you go. It's a $sign, right? Not the upper. All right, so $sign before the B and a $sign before the C. There you go. Okay, so we press enter, and then we can copy the formula down. So we drag at the bottom left hand corner, at bottom right hand corner, we drag the formula down, and if you notice that it automatically enters the doctor's fee based on the health center that the person attended. So we're going to drag it down to the very last person, right? So we can see what exactly is the fee that is charged for each health center, the doctor's fee. All right, so there you go. Now the next thing that we're going to calculate is the insurance amount. How much insurance does each person pay based on, we have to do the total cost first. So the total cost is going to be equal to the sum of all the fees that the patient has paid. So in this case, we're going to use the sum function to do that. So we're going to put equal sum and highlight all the cells, right? And press enter. Then we're going to copy the formula down. So we're going to copy the formula down to all the cells to the last person so we can see. And of course, we're realizing that the sum of all those cells are coming up to be the same as they were earlier, right? So let's take this down a little bit. Let's go a little slower and bring it down to the last patient. Now, very importantly, we're going to be finding out how much money the insurance pays for each person. Now, I'm going to delete these that are here so I can demonstrate to you exactly how we got our answer. And since we're going to be searching for a value in a table, because you remember that the information about the insurance rate that is paid is stored inside of the fees table. So I'm deleting these so that we can see how we arrive at how much the insurance pays for each person. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and find out how much each person pays once they have insurance. Okay. So let's do that. I've deleted all the values and I'm going to demonstrate to you how we arrived at those values in the first place. So because we're searching for a value, then of course we're going to be using the Vlookup function again. So equal Vlookup, and what are we looking for? We are looking for whether or not this person has insurance, and then we're going to be finding out which insurance company they have and how much they pay on their behalf. So that's all in the fees table. So we're going to go to the fees table. We're going to highlight, right, the section that has the code for each of the companies, and we're going to press enter, and the information related to how many, which row or which column the information is in column 2, right? So you type that there, and then afterwards what you're going to do is to type pause because you want to make sure that you have an exact match. There you go. Close the bracket and press enter. So once again, right, you found the rate. Now you're going to be multiplying that by the total cost. All right, there you go. And you determine how much each person pays.
So we might not.
So we're going to make the cells absolute. So $sign F, $sign 4 for the start of the range, and $sign G, and $sign 7 for the last part. Okay, and press enter. Now we can copy the formula down. Here we go. Very good. So now we can calculate how much it is that each person must pay. So if the total fee is $2,995, then you're going to have to subtract those two values in order to find out how much is the fee. So we're going to copy this formula down, and you get all the values and how much each person pays as a result of insurance company that they have charged. There you go. So let's take a look at this. We have the rate, the total amount, and you take away the fees for each person. All right, so that's where we're going to stop today, and then we'll go on to part B in our next session. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.